Hello and welcome my friends. How have you been? This is Rohan sir from Mahdi English Medium School. I welcome all my dear students of 2nd standard once again in the English lecture. My dear little champs, how was your test? I am talking about your class test you previously might have appeared for in the previous lecture. Yes, I know that the students, those who have sent me the feedback with their checked papers and their marks, might be very happy that they got the good scores. Even the people who are not getting the good scores, they have sent me the photos, and you know what, I really appreciate to all of you that at least you are utilizing the lectures in the positive way, and sooner or later you will get the fruitful result for it. My dear students, now in today's lecture, I thought let's introduce one English test. As I took your grammar tests, now I thought in this lecture let's take your English surprise test, I should say. So welcome once again in the English lecture of test, or I should say revision test. The agenda for today is you are going to appear for the revision test of lesson 11 of your English, and obviously the questions will be objective type questions. Students, please give the heading revision test lesson 11. Write subject English and today's date. Please quickly do this much in the new page of your rough book, and needless to say to you all might be knowing that all the other books should be kept either inside the bag or 1 kilometer away from you. I hope you understand what am I trying to say. So only and only keep the book in which you are writing the answers, and rest of the books should be kept away from you. I am not telling you this strictly, no, not at all. You, if you are serious for your studies, you will apply this rule strictly on your own. So let's get started. I hope that you have given the heading. Few instructions, like I tell you daily, that please write only the answers, and also please make sure that you give main question numbers, sub questions, answer numbers, everything very properly and carefully. Check your answers when I ask you to check it, and please make sure that at the end, no need to say you have to send the PDF file no matter however whatever answers are wrong or right. So let's get started. Now you will see the questions on the screen, and please be ready with the heading. So I hope students you are ready. Now please give the heading question 1 MCQ. Yes, just write question 1 MCQ, because question 1 is choose the correct answer, which is in the form of MCQ. I may ask you in the exams. So please appear in the same way in this class revision test. Okay, now what you have to do? Neither you have to write the questions nor you have to write the options. Just select any one correct answer and write it down as answer 1, and option should be properly written, whether it is A, B, C or D. That should be mentioned properly. I hope I made it very clear. Wherever necessary, I will keep on giving you the instructions. But for now, I hope that you are ready with question 1 heading MCQ. So let's get started. Read, listen and understand the question, and then select the correct answer. That is what the suggestion I will give you. Number 1. How many months a year does each season last? How many months a year does each season last? 2, 3, 4 or 12? For how many months each season is there in India? Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, I hope that you have written the correct answer only. Now moving on to the next question, question 2. Which of these seasons is pleasantly windy? Which of these seasons is pleasantly windy? Options: summer, spring, winter, autumn. Select the correct answer. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. I hope you have got your answer from these options. Next question, number 3. What is the word for a feathery ice crystal with delicate designs? Question, I hope it is clear in your mind what they are asking. Options are snowball, hailstone, snowman, snowflake. Select the proper and the correct answer. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, and the last question for MCQ, which is based on the picture. Number 4. In which season can you ski like this? Like this means shown in the picture. Options: rain, summer, spring or winter. Which is the correct option? Try to select the correct one only. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Okay, I hope that you got your correct answers for all of these. Now please check your answers. How many months a year does each season last? So obviously for 3 months, 3 is the correct answer. If you have selected this option and if you have written this answer, only then put tick mark. And if you have chosen any other options, then put cross mark. Okay, I hope that you got the answer for number 1. Number 2, which of these seasons is pleasantly windy? Summer is windy? Not at all. Winter is windy? No, it is not pleasantly windy, it is very cold. Then is it autumn or spring? Obviously spring. Spring is the answer. Again, if you have written spring as the answer, put tick mark or else cross it. So I hope that you have written the same answers. Number 3. What is the word for feathery ice crystal with delicate designs? Obviously the answer is snowflake. Have you seen snowflakes? Please Google it or search it on the internet anywhere. Snowflakes. How beautiful snowflakes looks like. Anyways, I hope that you have written the same answer. And number 4, in which season can you do like this, ski like this? Obviously winter season, somewhere where the snowfall is there, but in the winter season, that is for sure. So winter is the answer. Haven't you written the same answer for all? Yes, I hope the same. But please be loyal to your studies. There is no use if you will see the answer from the screen and write it. It will be very, very useless for you. It's rather if you write it on your own, it will be good for you. Question 2, which is fill in the blanks. Please give the heading question 2. Just write question 2 and you can write FB. I hope that you have written the heading question 2 FB. So let's get started. Two questions are there. Number 1. The dash change from dash to dash. The dash change from dash to dash. So these are the blanks basically from the poem lines. These blanks are taken from the poem lines. So you have to remember the poem lines, only then will you be able to answer this. Anyways, to solve the first blanks, your time starts now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. See students, after solving all these, question 2 and 3, I will write the answers for all. So please be precise for writing the heading like I said. Now number 2. Summer is dash, it's full of dash. Try to recall, try to remember the poem lines. Your time starts now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, I hope that you have written the answers for number 1 and 2. Let's also write answer for this number 1 and 2 and then I'll give you the correct answers. I hope that you are able to cope up in this much time. I am trying to give you sufficient enough time to write the answers. Number 3. Fill in the blanks. Snow pressed together with hands for throwing at others for fun is called dash. Now please give the heading question 3 and then write answer 1. Question 3 should be compulsorily written. So snow pressed together with hands for throwing at others for fun is called what? Your time starts now. Find out the answer. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. I hope you have written the answer. Don't leave any blank empty, as these marks what you get are not going to be added anywhere. These are just a practice questions. So try not to leave any question empty. Next question number 2. Spring is to bloom, then sway is to what? As sky and skate. So your time starts now. Please find it out. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. I hope that you have written all the answers properly. Now let's see what are the answers. Please check your answers once I write the answer on the screen. The dash change. Obviously, seasons. The seasons change from dash to dash. From dash to dash. Obviously, from sun to snow. From sun, and on the other side you have to write snow. The seasons change from sun to snow. Have you written the same answer, kids? I hope that you have written the same answer. Then if you have written the same answer, you can put tick mark. If you have written any two answers right out of these three, then also you can put tick mark. But if you have written two answers wrong, then you have to put cross mark. Okay, next question, number 2. Summer is dash, it's full of dash. So here they are talking about summer. So summer is dash, is full of dash. Summer is hot and it's full of sun. Okay, so I hope that you have written the same answer. Again, even if one answer is right, you can put tick mark and circle on which answer is incorrect. I hope you have done this much. Next, snow pressed together with hands for throwing at others for fun is called. Obviously, the answer will be snowball. Have you written the same answer? Then only you can put tick mark. If you have written any other answer, then put cross mark. And here, sway, the answer should be flowers. Answer should be flowers. So I hope that you have written the same answer and you were checking the answers once the answer was written on the screen. Now it's the time for you to match the columns. Now what you will do is, you will write this side as it is. But then this side you will not write directly. After writing the left hand side, questions 1 to 5, you will write the answers beside them directly. I hope now you came to know. So now I am going to read the questions, start writing these side questions on the left hand side and then start writing the answers directly, choosing the correct answer. Your time starts now. I hope that you have given the heading question 4 MF. Question 4 MF. Please give the heading question 4 MF. Okay, now start writing number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the left hand side. Number 1 winter. Number 2 snow. Number 3 spring. Number 4 autumn. Number 5 flowers. I hope you are writing these questions. So please write the questions on this side as it is, but don't write this side as it is. Directly choose the answer from this side and write it beside 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 respectively. Meanwhile, I will be reading the options and I will be giving you the hint. Write it down quickly, as this is a test, you will get very less time. See, few students might have even started writing it. So options are breezy and new, bloom and sway, ski and snow, flakes and balls, leaves fall and color. Try to match the keywords. See, the words are related to the seasons and the weather or any object written on this side very clearly. But only if you have gone through the poem 11 properly, you will be able to write these answers, because these are quite a bit confusing. You will be puzzled if you have not read the poem properly. This is the reason I gave you the reading section of the poem again and again in every lecture where I was explaining you the poem. So again I am reading the options and then I will start the counting and then your time will end. Breezy and new, bloom and sway, ski and snow, flakes and balls, leaves fall and color. So your time starts now. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. So let's match it. Please check your answer also. Number 1, winter. It will be directly paired with ski and snow. Snowfall is there in the winter season sometimes and you can ski. Snow, obviously snow will be matched with snowballs and snowflakes. Flakes and balls are written here. So which is of snow, that is why snow and these options are matching. If you have matched properly, you can put tick mark like this. If you did not match it in the way I am doing it, then put cross mark if your answers are wrong. Be very careful please and be honest to yourselves. Spring, what can you match the spring with? Obviously breezy and new. Autumn, leaves fall and the color of the leaves changes. Flowers bloom and sway in the spring season. So these are the options and this is how I have matched the question with the options. Winter, ski and snow. Snow, flakes and balls. Spring season, breezy and new. Autumn, when the leaves falls down and the color of the leaves changes. Flowers, they bloom and sway. So I hope that you have matched in the same way and you have even checked your answer. Now the last question for today is true or false. Give the heading question 5. Please give the heading question 5 properly and just write T or F. Just write T or F. I hope that you are writing the heading in the way I am writing it or I am asking you to write it. So again you have to just write whether it is true or false by giving answer number properly. You don't have to write the statements. So let's get started. I hope you all are ready now. Number 1. When the poet says fall is cool, he means it gets cold. Read it and understand it and then write true or false. When the poet says fall is cool, he means it gets cold. Your time starts now. Please write the answer whether it is true or false. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Again I will be writing the answers for you to check your answers after all the 4 questions gets over. I hope you have written the answer for number 1 whether it is true or false. Number 2. Summer is lots of fun because there is no school. Figure it out. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Next question, number 3. Flowers and leaves dry up in spring. Is it so? Just check whether it is true or false and write your answer on your own. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. And the last question for true or false and of this test. Number 4. Fall is another word for autumn. See whether it is true or false. Your time starts now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. Okay, so now please check your answers one by one. I'll be writing the answers. When the poet says fall is cool, it means it gets cold. Answer is false. Poet does not mean that it gets cold. It is not too hot, no, not too cold. Summer is lots of fun because there is no school. Answer is true. Flowers and leaves dry up in the spring. So, is it true? Answer is false. I hope students you are checking your answer and you are marking whether it is right or wrong. Number 4, fall is another name for autumn. Answer is true. So, false, true, false, true. This way the answers are for these questions. I hope that you have checked it. Students, please make sure every time I am instructing you the same thing, that whenever your answer is right, you have to put tick mark beside that answer. Whenever it is wrong, you have to put cross mark. And at the end, what you will do, you can count how many tick marks are there and you have got that much mark, and how many total questions are there. Oral test was of that many marks. So here we will count 4 questions for true or false, 5 for this, so 9, then 10, 11, 12, 13 and 17. So 17 marks you will have to give it to yourselves. Out of 17, how many marks you have scored? So everything should be properly mentioned before you send the picture to the follow-up teachers or to me. With this, I end my today's lecture. I hope it was a fun for you to solve this. Have a nice day. Stay safe. Goodbye.